When creating your company, you need to consider protecting your business, family, and money with crucial legal documents. Welcome to Capital Confident, a simple guide to starting a business. I'm Laura, a small business lender.
And I'm Beth, a small business owner in the content creation space. You know, it isn't hard to actually register a company, but before we dive into it, how you do it, can you tell us why you should do it?
It's really important to create a liability shield between you and your family to protect them, not only for a liability reason, but also for tax purposes.
So what are the steps that every business owner needs to take to create that barrier?
First of all, you have to think of what you want the company to be named. And then you need to figure out what type of company that's going to be. Are you going to be a corporation, a limited liability company, a partnership? Most new businesses, though, start as sole proprietorships. You want to check with your accountant or attorney to see what works best for you.
Now, when you are applying for that business and starting it up, are there any documents you need to gather together to help make it legal?
First of all, you have to check with your local state government, generally Secretary of State, and research to find out if anyone else has the name that you've chosen. So there's usually a search capability that you can use. And once you have found that you can use the name that you have chosen, you go ahead and file articles for that entity with that state government. And for a corporation, it might be articles of incorporation. For a limited liability company, it might be articles of organization.
Okay, now break it down for me. What are articles? Because I'm thinking of news clippings and magazines.
Articles are just simply registering that name as a legal entity with your state government.
Okay, thank you. So what's next? I think we're going to go through ownership and deciding, who is in control and how the company is going to be operated.
Right, you have to decide who's going to own your company and who's going to have control of your company, because that's important in the day-to-day operations. And when you do that, then you can go ahead and create some additional agreements like bylaws or code of regulations for a corporation, or an operating agreement for a limited liability company, or even a partnership agreement for a partnership.
Nice. So great that we can Google all these terminologies so later on to figure out what it is we actually need. All right, now hold on, we got to talk taxes because, we got to pay the government their money.
That's right. So the next step is to go to irs.gov and to apply for a tax identification number, sometimes called an EIN, Employer Identification Number. And it's a pretty simple process that you can do online.
So I know most new small businesses are probably going to be sole proprietors. Can they just use their social security number?
You can, but then you've greatly reduced the liability shield between your business and you individually.
I got it. We got to keep it legal and we got to protect ourselves, right? Cheers to Land Grant for allowing us to record in the space. And then also check out the next video in the Capital Confidence series about the 5 C's of credit and how they impact your lending opportunities.